YouTube, it's me again, Gravity of Natalie here, just all cozy in my blanket. No, but actually,
let's cut to the chase.
I'm back to you guys because I wanted to talk a little bit about something that's really, truly personal to me. Back in, I want to say 2013, I was diagnosed with
IBS.
And for a lot of you that don't know what that abbreviation stands for, it falls into the abbreviation of Irritable Bowel Syndrome.
Yeah, I know.
I had been suffering from a lot of abnormalities when it came to my digestive system and my, GI tract. What ended up happening was I had frequently been vomiting and I wasn't able to pass normal bowel movements. Like I suffered from spells of diarrhea
And constipation in certain scenarios. And
so fast forward, I'm 24 now and I've gone through so much since I've been diagnosed with IBS. At the age of 19, I started my freshman year in college, and this was when everything kind of picked up and I didn't quite know what was happening to the inside of my body. Each time I tried to eat something, I would have a lot of heartburn. Heartburn would turn into abdominal pain. Abdominal pain would turn into diarrhea or constipation. And then it would turn into, like I mentioned before, vomiting. And, this topic is truly touchy for me, but I feel like I want to share it with you guys because I know that there's probably people out there that experience this and don't even realize that they actually have this diagnosis without a name. They think that, oh, I just have diarrhea, or oh, I just have constipation, when you actually have something going on inside of your body. Undergo an endoscopy. An endoscopy is a procedure where they take a long tubular, camera-like thing, and they go down your throat and they look into your stomach and your small intestine. And I was freaking terrified. Like, originally, they thought I had stomach ulcers. And if you don't know what ulcers are pretty much holes in your stomach. And that's from an overproduction of acid in your stomach, pretty much eating its way through the walls of the lining of your stomach, causing your stomach to bleed and have holes in it, thus having ulcers. So, like I said, originally they thought I had ulcers, and turns out I don't have ulcers. So, I still was not diagnosed with something. Moving forward, several months go by. I'm still experiencing the same severe abdominal pain, same, vomiting spells, same diarrhea, constipation. And I'm noticing that certain things that I'm eating are triggering my stomach to hurt. Number one, spicy food. Anything that has like hot sauce, cayenne pepper, a lot of paprika. I mean, just even a lot of pepper alone, like, feels like somebody and like lit a match on the inside of my body. No lie, guys. So what I decided was enough's enough. I had to go back to my doctor and say, listen, something's got to give. So I spoke to my regular, doctor that I see. They assigned me a gastroenterologist, which is a specialist that specializes in the GI tract. Large intestine, small intestine, colon, rectum. So this GI specialist decides, now mind you, that I should be given a colonoscopy. Now, yeah, I was put under through anesthesia, and I had a colonoscopy. Now, during this procedure, they informed me that there may be growths in my intestines. And if there were to be any growths, aka polyps, they would be removed. Because what a polyp is a non-cancerous like growth that if not treated and if not removed can actually turn into cancer. So it was removed. Hypothetically, let's say this procedure is done, it was done on a Friday. The following Monday, I was back in the ER because I was like, you know, the ER queen. People knew who I was first name basis because I had been suffering, you know,
from the spells of constipation, diarrhea, vomiting, all of that.
And I told them that I had underwent a colonoscopy. I told them that there was a polyp that was removed. Now, what I wasn't ready for is the negative reaction that my body had after this polyp was removed. So the following Monday after the procedure, I was suffering
from extreme. When I tell you extreme, I mean extreme back pain.
And it wasn't like, you know, girls like are, you know, menstrual cramps and you get the back pain and stuff like that. No, it was like at 1,000 crazy level. Okay, so I had a fever and I'm throwing up. I don't know what's going on. My mom brings me back to the ER. They end up telling me that my kidneys were inflamed due to the removal of the polyp. Yeah. This is why it's so important for everybody from young to old to middle-aged to whatever age category you fall into to make sure that you take your diet very serious. Because at the age of 19, I was diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome. And like I said, it's a touchy subject and a lot of people may not want to click on this video or even want to listen to what I have to say, but everybody goes number one and number two. And I can tell you for a fact that not everybody has normal bowel movements. There's people out in the world that have to take stool softeners because of the fact that they can't pass a bowel movement. They think that that's normal. Like, oh, I'll just take a stool softener or a laxative and boom, number two, there it is. That's abnormal. You should be able to pass your own bowel movements because it's a natural functioning of the human body to be able to release all the toxins. Now, if your GI tract is something going on with it, then you want to get that checked out. Whenever I experience a IBS flare, to describe what it feels like is imagine having a wet rag and you're squeezing it back and forth like this. That's what the inside of my intestines feels like. Now, anything can bring an onset of an abdominal IBS flare. The pants I'm wearing can cause it to strike with a vengeance. Something spicy. I noticed that even with certain vegetables, like, ladies and gents, be careful and be mindful of what your body is telling you. Because it's saying, hey, I don't like that. Like, it's not working for you, so cut it out. I noticed with me personally, whenever I ate any type of bread, dairy, broccoli, string beans, spicy food, like, I will tell you that I did not absolutely just cut that out of my diet. Like, who's not going to eat bread? Who's not going to eat string beans every now and then? Who's not going to eat broccoli? Come on. But realistically, everything is good within moderation. And in the beginning of my diagnosis, I was on a crap ton of medications. I was on Linzess, which is a medication prescribed for people that have IBS. That being said, make sure that if you have any type of abnormality with your bowel movements, or you notice that when you're eating certain foods, it's causing indigestion, or you're having like blood in your stool, or you're vomiting after you're eating certain foods, you need to go get that checked out, because that's not normal. And for all you know, you may have some other type of syndrome or disorder that a lot of people don't have, or maybe a lot of people do have, like chronic diarrhea, chronic constipation, IBS, Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome. You could fall into any one of those categories, but you just need to make sure that you take the time to go see a doctor about it. The best thing that I would say in regards to controlling this situation would be to get ahead of it immediately. The moment you notice something that's different, go see a doctor. For me, as somebody that is diagnosed with IBS, I have not seen my gastroenterologist for years. Why? How? Because I changed my diet. I stayed away from those things that I saw that will cause a flare. I can't afford to be sick every other day, all because I want to eat a piece of bread, or all because I want to eat a string bean. Everything in moderation, and you'll be fine. So, with that being said, like I said, everybody, I just wanted to come to you guys and let you know that, from my other videos, yes, I model. Yes, I have a bachelor's degree. Yes, I'm light-skinned. I don't know what else. But at the end of the day, I'm a person just like everybody else. I have good days, bad days. And I'm also a person that has IBS. And anybody out there that understands what it's like to have IBS, or is going through those symptoms and think they have IBS, or is diagnosed with it, join the club. Like, we can talk about it together. You can comment down below, and we can compare experiences together. I would love to hear what you guys think. But I just wanted to come to you guys and let you know this, because I feel like it's very important to make sure that you take care of your health. And stay tuned for more upcoming videos in the future. And thanks, guys.